In the history of video games, one series has always had a special place in my heart. Mario Kart is a highly successful video game series that has infiltrated many of our childhoods and lives in general. Whether it's Mario Kart 8, 7, DS, Double Dash, or any other entry in the series, you have likely experienced Mario Kart in some form at some point of time during your life. At least if you're a gamer, especially if you're a Nintendo gamer. When I think back on my childhood, there's one game that I always think of. Mario Kart Wii. Mario Kart Wii was a revolutionary and unique entry in the series, but its release was in 2008, 15 years ago. While it's great nostalgic value for me, does it really hold up in 2023, or should you just stick to Mario Kart 8 instead? Stay tuned and let's find out. So I have done like 20 million takes now. I want to commit murder, this is insane. But with that out of the way, in many ways, Mario Kart Wii resembles its predecessors. You drive against bots or players and try to reach the goal first, while being able to use mechanics like drifting and an associated boost to your advantage. Akin to some of the Mario Karts before it, there are no coins either. On the other hand, the gameplay in Mario Kart Wii gets a greater sense of variety thanks to new mechanics that make the gameplay more interesting. Perhaps the biggest change in Mario Kart Wii is the introduction of bikes, which also adds wheelies and a new type of bike drifting. Additionally, Mario Kart Wii introduced tricks that allow you to gain a boost from jumps, and the races have 12 racers instead of a traditional 8. All of these changes have been added to the newest entry in the series, Mario Kart 8 in some form, proving their success. Despite its age, Mario Kart Wii includes good mechanics that keep gameplay varied and interesting, even in consideration of newer games. On the other hand, it lacks some new mechanics like underwater propellers and gliders, so the gameplay is unfortunately land only. The item set is also interesting in Mario Kart Wii. Mario Kart Wii is the only entry in the series to include the Mega Mushroom and the Pow Block. So the Mega Mushroom makes you big, and the Pow Block does an earthquake, effectively. Additionally, it contains the Thunder Cloud, which is not present in newer games. So that's a cloud on your car that transfers to another car if you hit them, and makes you move a bit faster while you have it, but uses lightning effect on you at the end. I find all of this to be quite fun, so I'm not sure why they aren't in newer games. However, Mario Kart Wii Mario Karts the player a lot, and the NPC cheating is very obvious. So there's out of RNG, which I find to be less of an issue in newer iterations of the game, so it can be a bit more frustrating. In the support of the gameplay, there are 26 total characters and 36 vehicles, consisting of 18 carts and 18 bikes, which is decent, but it lacks the customization of Mario Kart 7 and 8. So if you enjoy mixing carts and wheels to your preference, Mario Kart Wii can't really do that. The lack of gliders also removes one more customization option. The game mode selection is also good and on par with newer games. There's a Grand Prix with 32 courses, 16 new and 16 retro, time trial, versus race that, as opposed to Mario Kart 7, can be played offline and online, battle mode with 10 maps, consisting of balloon and coin battles, and online specific modes in the form of tournaments and ghost races. While online is not officially supported, there are custom DNS servers that allow you to play online regardless. I mostly find the maps enjoyable, and I would even consider many of the new maps as some of the best in the series, but the older retro courses feel too plain for the overall feel of the game, and haven't been modified enough to make it interesting. And the battle maps can be quite clunky, and too clunky for my liking, though I do prefer them over Mario Kart 7's plain and boring battle maps, at least. While I find the game to hold up well in terms of gameplay, its age is very obvious when it comes to graphics and visual styling. It is not an ugly game by any means, thanks to the simplistic art style, but the colors are flat and textures feel smooth and lack detail. Aesthetically, Mario Kart 7 looks noticeably more interesting, and 8 is just a big improvement in general. One aspect of gameplay that I have not yet covered are the controls, which can be fun in motion control mode, but frankly, lack precision and make it incredibly difficult to play well at all. However, the game does support more traditional controllers, in which case the controls feel natural and responsive as they should. No complaints there. And while I like the aspect of lacking coins in gameplay, it also results in a strange process for unlocking stuff in the game. Since the game doesn't have coins, character unlocks are not tied to them and have far more arbitrary unlock conditions, and the same goes for vehicles. Also, they're only unlocked after fully exiting the game, making the process more annoying than it really needs to be. Conclusion. Mario Kart Wii holds up surprisingly well, and the gameplay is genuinely great, even considering newer iterations. But the RNG can hit hard, and the graphics do show their age. And while it is a minor gripe, unlocking characters and vehicles is on the annoying side.